This is the solve video for our drawers out puzzle. If you haven't built this puzzle and would like to, I will link to the full tutorial. So this puzzle starts with this drawer here. It just opens freely, and you need to retrieve the 1x4 tile. Next, what we want to do is push in this drawer and then use our tile tool to pop out that 1x2 tile on the other side. I need to get my tool back, and I'm going to open up the box to show you what's happening on the inside. So it started like this. I'll put this one back on there. So I got the tile out. I pushed this drawer in. That allowed this pathway to open up, and it pops out this little piece on the other side. Now I can use the tile to extend this tile here and line that 1x3 up with this drawer. When it's lined like that and I try to pull it, I'm not able to. So I push that over and extend that tile. And now that also frees up this side to pull out. So I pull this drawer out and retrieve that tool right there. All right, I retrieved this tool from this bottom drawer. Notice that this drawer is empty. That's where we got this 1x4 tile tool. I'm going to remove this portion of the puzzle to show you the inner workings of this. So for the next part, you take this small axle and you push this other axle in like that. Essentially what that does is that it allows me to pull apart this portion. And as I do that, that little pin piece drops down inside of this drawer. So now when I pull that drawer out, now I have access to the pin, whereas previously I didn't. So when this is pulled out, it drops the pin, and it also allows this drawer to pull out, which allows me access to this elbow arm piece. So now I have that tool. If I push this back in and pull this out, now I have this piece here. When this is extended, now I can either pull this drawer out like this, or I can slide it in. And when I slide it in, it allows that key there to drop. And now I've opened up those two drawers, so the only drawer I need is this final drawer here. And in order to access that one, we need to use this elbow piece here to attach there and pull that out. And once that is pulled out and this piece here is pulled out, I can open this drawer. If this drawer is having trouble opening, it may be that 1x3 inside, if you had to shave it down for the side ridges, you may have to tip it in that direction so that that piece kind of slides back in line with this drawer in order to pull it out. So once I pull this out, I can push this one in to kind of get it out of the way, and I can use my tile tool to release this tile, and that allows access to the knife. So now that I have that, I am going to pause there to kind of reassemble the puzzle. Okay, now that I have all of these tools, I'm going to take this one back. I'm trying to open up this front drawer here. And in order to do that, I am going to first put this one there. And it's got a tile here that needs to extend. So if I use my 1x4 tile tool, it's not long enough. So I also need to use it in conjunction with another tool to push it the rest of the way. You could use the knife, or you could use that key. And then I'm going to get my 1x4 tile back. So now I have this one here, this here. I'm going to use the knife to release, I don't know if you can see, but there's a blocker here. And I'm going to use the knife to turn this piece like you would with a screwdriver. I also have this lock and this lock here. This one, as you can probably guess, extends with that. This arm piece latches onto that handle and pulls this one out. If this is having trouble pulling, you want to take that 1x2 tile inside and just kind of scrape away some of the edges so that this is able to pull it all the way out. So once I have all of those locks, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Once all 4 of those are released, now I can use this key and put it in that jumper piece and lift it up. And we just want to make sure all these pieces are 100% of the way fully extended, otherwise it won't work. So now I've lifted it, and when I lift it, I can pull the drawer out, open up my Cheat 3 Puzzles book, and find my money. So that's how you solve the drawers out puzzle. I'm going to make a reset video because the reset is kind of tricky. Assuming you've just solved our drawers out puzzle, this is how you need to reset it. So the first step is to work from the bottom up with your drawers. First up is the knife. So put the knife in, pointy side in towards the box. Just kind of tip the puzzle so that it slides all the way back. Push this tile back in and then shut this drawer. If it's having trouble shutting like that, it probably means that that 1x3 inside is tipped. Let's just verify. This one actually was not all the way out. So this piece and this piece have to be all the way out in order for that to slide back in. But on some puzzles where this 1x3 needed to be shaved, if it had ridges, it might sit just a little bit like that, making this drawer not able to go back in. And usually if you tip it, it'll just slide back into place. All right, so now that we have the knife in, we can push in this piece here. And then we want to work on this bottom left-hand drawer. So like I said, start from the bottom and work your way up. So I pull out this drawer, actually I'm going to need this first. So if this is pushed in and this piece here is flush, we need to use this tool to make sure it's not flush anymore. That will allow us to pull this part of the puzzle out. So knife first, then this bottom left, I replace that tool, and red goes on top of the red tile. I push this all the way in, then I can push in this piece, and then I push this piece so that our bottom drawer is now flush. Okay, next I want to pull out this side, and that will allow us to open up this drawer on the left-hand side. So I replace this elbow piece tool, black piece onto black tile, and I shut that drawer. Now I can push this back in and pull out this drawer and replace our tile, light color to light color again, and push that all the way in so that that red piece now is flush with the edge of the box. Now, if you can see inside the puzzle, we have a lime colored here and this light bluish gray on that side. So we replace the light bluish gray on that side, and then, this isn't lime, but close enough, this key over on the other side. You don't have to take off this lid, it's hard to see on the video inside the puzzle. I usually just slide them in just from the front. All right, now that we got those tools on the inside, we are ready to replace this drawer. And we want to make sure that these are extended. So this one is out, and this one is just free floating. It's reliant upon that piece, but we want it fully extended. And then you can reach inside the box to push this piece up. We need to hold it up while we replace the drawer, and then we can let it drop. Next, we want to push in this one. It's important to push in this one before you push in that one. It won't let you do it the other way around. So this one on the back first, then on the side, and then you can do this side here. So this is our only problem, is that we put our knife away and we still need to replace this locking mechanism. Let me just show you with the lid off to show you which one it is. So right now it's unlocked. It has to be turned like that to lock it. So you can use a separate tool here to kind of twist this piece so that it locks it into place. If you have long enough fingernails, you could use your fingernail, you could use a knife, but you have to use an external tool in order to lock that. So there you have the reset for our drawers out puzzle box. All right, I will see you again on the next Cheat 3 video. Cheat 3 out.